there are many varieties of Kalman filters, but in the non-linear, these are the two famous. One is a discrete time extended Kalman filter, EKF, we can simply call it as. And here is unscented Kalman. Sorry, this is unscented. I'm sorry, this is a print mistake. Unscented Kalman filter. Unscented Kalman filter. It's not extended. Unscented Kalman filter, UKF. So these are the two algorithms we are going to discuss today. So here, so before going to the extended Kalman and unscented Kalman filters, then we need to understand. So we need to understand the what is the linear and non-linear systems. So the difference only is that if the linear system, it follows the superposition principle, which means the additive property and then scaling property. So which follows the exactly the system follows these two properties. Then we can simply say that the system is a linear, right? If it does not follow the system, that superposition principle, then we can saying that the system is a non-linear systems. So like that, if you see the here, so here we can see the system. There are system dynamical system equations and measurement model equations. So in the earlier systems, we have a time invariant system, right? So that means our F or A, whatever present state is depends on the a previous non-linear. This is a non-linear function, yes. Then some Wk is the uncertainty, right? So here also you can see this. This is a Z is a measurement model equations. So measurement equations here, the transition matrices. So here h of x of k, which is a non-linear function, right? So if you want to dealing with both in a system and measurement, both in a non-linear way, then you can use some other type of Kalman filter, that is a extended Kalman filter, right? Please remember this. The only difference is the extended, it is a non-linear version for the Kalman filters. So where the non-linearity is coming, so here is a non-linearity. The system is a transition system. It not follow the superposition theorems. Then we can say that the system is simply follow the non-linear systems, right? Even for the measurements also. So how the non-linear systems you can try to solve? We already seen some, in the Kalman filter equations, we have two main equations. One is the priori state equations and priori state error covariance equations, and also posterior state or posterior state error covariance, right? So which means here we can see the priori state, which means a predicted equations. The predicted state is only depends on the nonlinear function of the x of k, right? So how do we solve it this nonlinearity? By using a Taylor series expansion or Jacobian matrices, we can convert the nonlinearity into linear form. How do I convert it? So by using this expression. So so your system or measurement equations in the form of nonlinear, then you can try to use some Taylor expansion and Jacobian matrices, write down in terms of partial differential equations. Then you can convert into the nonlinear to linear equations. Once you have the linear equation, you can easy to solve the easy to estimate the predicted and estimated state covariance values. So here you can see fi of j, which is a follow the I took a partial derivatives of this function, right? So this is a nonlinear function here. So I took only the x. I will see the example, then you can easy to understand. So dou f by dou x, only I'm looking for the x, right? So x hat and this is a 0. Control input is a 0. So x hat I'm looking for the x hat. Then you can easy to get the transition state for the system, right? Here you can see h of ij's. So h of ij's, we can take a partial derivatives for this in terms of prediction state. Please remember prediction and estimation here. Then you need to update the x of ij by using a partial derivatives. So like that, you need to calculate the prediction state, which is only depends on the previous estimated values, right? Predicted state error covariance P hat bar, which is a predicted state error values plus some uncertainty. Q is a system noise, right? System noise covariance matrices. So once you have these predicted equations or priori state equations, yeah, please don't confuse about priori is a means a initial state, okay, or we can call it as a predicted state. So don't confuse for that. So once you have the priori state equations, so these are the final Kalman equations, right? So in terms of only the difference linear and non-linear, you can see the h of x of k, and these are the non-linear functions, non-linear measurement equations. Once you convert the by using a Taylor series expansion, you can substitute all these Hij's, Pij's into the this expression. Then you can easy to get the Kalman filter equations. So here the even the Kalman output is depends only the previous state, which here you can see the current input, which depends on the previous state, some weighted measurements, right? So the Kalman gain is equals to here, right? The same expression what we have discussed in last week. The only difference is either it should be the linear or non-linear. That is only difference. If it is a non-linear, you can try to convert in terms by using a Taylor series expansion. You can try to convert in form of a linear case. So this is a non-linearity. So you can convert into the linear case by using a Jacobian matrices or Taylor series expansion. So here the complete flow diagram for the uncentered extended Kalman filter here. So please, if you want, you can note it down here. So firstly, you can initial state, right? So initially estimated state. Once you have the initial estimated state, then I can calculate the previous state. That means a priori state, right? So x of k prediction, right? So x of k prediction, how I can calculate? So x of k and p of k by using this expression, right? Here you can see f of x of u of k, which is a nonlinear system equations, right? By using a nonlinear system equations, then again you used some Taylor series expansion, then you can convert the prior states, right? Once I have the prior state, then I need to calculate the Kalman gain from this expression. How do I calculate the Kalman gain? So the Kalman gain is equals to the priori value of this state, then h times h ij's. This is a nonlinear measurement transition matrices. Then here, once you have the Kalman gain, then you can use the Kalman output equations. This is the posterior state. So the Kalman gain is coming from here. The output of the Kalman x of k, which is only depends on the previous priori state, x bar k, plus weighted the Kalman gain. Then measurements are required. Y of is the measurement equations. Here measurements are non-linear. Then these are the predicted measurements. Then once I have the posterior state equations, then you can also calculate the posterior state error covariance, right? So these are the output of the Kalman filter. Like that, this recursively calculate the prior state and posterior state, recursively calculate. This is the output of the Kalman extended Kalman filter equations. Here you can see one example for the extended Kalman filter. So I have a two systems. Suppose x of k equals to f of k, x of k plus u of k and omega k. So this is a completely nonlinear system equations, right? So here I have equivalence to, so square root of 5 plus x of k plus omega k. So if you take a superposition principle, if it is not satisfy these superposition theorems, then we can say that the system is a non-linear systems. Yes. Then you can see the some measurements also. So the Z of K is the measurement model. So measurement model X of cubed plus Vk, right? So if you take suppose initial state, then as per the extended Kalman filter, so all these system and measurement transition equations, we can convert into Taylor-Farr equations, right? So I want to estimate the A. This is a linear. Initially it is a non-linear, but here is a by using a Taylor series or partial derivatives, then you can convert into linear form. This is a state transition, right? So here I took a dou by this is a state equations, right? Please see, look at here. I'm taking f of x, whatever the f of x value here, then I take it at partial derivative with respect to x, right? So I'll get the this expression. So once I have this, which is equivalence to a, right? Then partial derivatives for the control b. So once I take the partial derivative of b, then I'm getting the 1. In the similar way, we can calculate the C and D. C and D are the measurement model example for this case. Here you can see the partial derivative of dou h of x. So h of x is this one, right? So h of dou by x cubed of k plus bk, if you take a partial derivative only with respect to x, then you can get the 3 times x bar whole square, right? So I have these C of hat k and D of hat k, then I can directly uh, keep all these F, A, H, all substitute all these Taylor series extended equations into